1080, 4K, full 4K, all the 4s and all the Ks. Hold up a second. Let's check this damn trailer out again. Holy shit, FF16. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump back into FF13 pretty soon, for sure. Something that's gonna have to happen. Tyranny to take back control of their fate. Okay, what? In a world ruled by tyranny and turmoil, there are those who would fight to take back control of their fate. So I'm wondering if it's like you're taking over the kingdoms to rule the Titans, and each time you get another Titan, it's basically you start to take over the kingdoms because you own it's the dominance, you know, like you're trying to dominate the map basically, and that's like the whole thing of like, you know, would be really, really cool on that type of a gameplay mechanic, technique, whatever, is if you could broker deals, like you do a sit down meeting with all the different kingdoms and you broker deals between, and then you form bonds and whatnot, and you all either put people in rule. If they don't want to work with the rest of the kingdoms, you just wipe them out and you go into a full scale war with it. Because look at the scale of war that's happening in this, though. Holy shit. The scale of the fucking fights is ridiculous.
What are the dominance? The power we wield, it wears away at our very being.
This looks so much better on the video like this.
Aspect might reveal itself.
Holy shit.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Area Business Unit 3.
Delay brings us closer to disaster.
Whoa.
We must move now.
Seeing this in full 4K. Wow.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Look at how sharp everything looks.
I unite.
Hold on. We're looking for, okay, so we have wind up attack, wind up, so I'm guessing X circle square triangle is going to be all your attacks on all that stuff. And boy. So the real question is how is, okay, so we have potions, high potion, strength, tonic. Okay, sorry, there we go. So potion, high potion, strike, tonic, upheaval, wind up, titanic block, and jump. So we literally have a jump button, something that we never have in Final Fantasy combat, but also we have freaking, we're actually going to slow this down by half. Okay, let's go into this combo again here. Let's check this out. So like I said, like you go up to their gates and everything, you start doing you try and broker a deal with them, and if they don't want to, then maybe it turns into full scale war or something. Make it very because if you think about it, this team, like I said, is an MMO team, and so that's what they know how to do, is MMO style stuff. What do MMOs do? It's a lot of team building shit that they end up having. So if you have two different kingdoms working together in co-op. Okay, yeah, you can see the button press R2. So it looks like you have a secondary set of attacks over here. This is definitely PS5 controller. You can tell that because white buttons. You have your potion. So it must be you have one button that selects whatever, and then these are how many you have of each. Precision dodge, precision counter, burst shot. So you have counter hit into possible launch state, midair juggle, and then burn the shit out of them or something. Boom. Yeah, so you can literally launch them up, uppercut, launch them up into the air, and then jump up and just start fucking... It's Devil May Cry combat in a Final Fantasy. What the hell? This is what I was saying with Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 with Vincent. Like, they should probably do Devil May Cry style combat. I was saying this back when the original FF7 Remake came out. God damn! Sometimes I love being right on that stuff. So that's what they're going with for Final Fantasy 16. What do you think is going to happen with FF7 Remake Part 2? This is how Vincent's going to play. This is how Tifa's going to end up playing also. This is like all these combo things that you do. Yuffie probably is going to have a lot of this influence too. They're going to get the system right in this one, and then Remake Part 2 is going to be where they're going to shine it up, and it's going to look real cinematic and everything. Maybe you can have combo stuff up in midair where two characters are working together and all that. Just like you did with the Yuffie DLC in FF7 Remake Intergrade. So, yeah, this looks great. Holy shit. Boom, and then you just blow up at all the enemies around you in a giant fucking takedown. Okay, so different weapon classes. That's what we're seeing here. So one is going to be like an elemental fist where you can punch the shit out of them or whatever. Hopefully we're going to have a sword. Like I want a regular sword. Then that looks like it's a double, like a double bladed spear or whatever. A dual blade. There we go. Jeez. Well, a dual blade staff? No. What the hell is it called? Because dual blade is when you have two blades. The two-sided staff. I never use them, so I can't think of what the hell they're called. But yeah, flipping and dipping that's kind of cool. This is interesting. They don't usually go this, growing up kind of theme going on here. You don't usually get that. You get more of the Japanese censored anime feel with Final Fantasy. So this is going to be a little bit different of a feel with Final Fantasy. Wonder how far they're going to go with this. It's not going to be Witcher, most likely. I mean, I'd be very surprised if they went full on Witcher with it. But yeah, just that they're giving kind of a little bit of a they fucking that's very different. Normally Final Fantasy or Capcom or any of them, it's all about, or even Bandai or something like that, it's all about like there's tension there, but they're not actually together, basically. Like, oh, those two are basically in a relationship, but they're not really. And this looks like they're actually gonna pull the trigger and go with the theme of it. That, oh yes, this is like the king and queen or some shit like that. So interesting. I don't know. That's kind of a first for Final Fantasy. It's cool that they're finally playing into it, because that adds a wicked dynamic to the story. Holy shit, this combo system. Dude, look at this shit. You're like linking the combo, grappling, linking, and then fucking destroying everything once again. Holy fuck. Oh, man. Like, holy shit. That is some crazy over-the-top stuff. I mean, this is bigger than we've ever seen before on a scale that is just absolutely insane. Dynasty Warriors level scale going on here with a Final Fantasy title. How well can the game engine run this is the biggest question. How well is it going to start stuttering and everything? I'm pretty sure the consoles, and especially the PC, can handle this, but this looks also very cinematic wise. This is not gameplay. This is something you watch happen. This is a part of the storyline that's happening, and then afterwards, then you have the sit-down meeting, and you'll probably end up fighting like the lord of the house or whatever, or lord of the kingdom, like the king of the kingdom, whatever. And then you 1v1 them for ownership of the kingdom or something. That's most likely how they're going to scale this. I highly doubt that they're going to do some, like Assassin's Creed has kind of done that, where it's like big scale battle with a whole bunch of enemies running around and everything, but you mainly just focus on like this tiny little area, and it's like one person here, one person there. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, Assassin's Creed Odyssey did that with like territory takeovers for Athens or Sparta, or Sparta, Athens, whatever. So I mean, they could try and do something like that, but I definitely see this being scaled down, because we also see a little bit later on in this trailer where it's like a 1v1. Yeah, this is probably the 1v1 match to try and actually take the. This is my best fight or whatever. Go and, fight for your kingdom or whatever. Because you could also see there's a big ass ring on his finger too. And usually that symbolizes that they are something of the fighter or, the right hand man henchman. I mean, he's built like a brute, so most likely, yeah, that's the same guy. Bald head and everything, the face. Look at that face. It's the same dude. So he powers up in kind of an armor or something, and that's your main guy. Hugo Kupka. And then this is your life bar over here. Very simplistic on the meters and everything. You definitely have summons going on, so there's like something of a power up happening over here. That's interesting to see what that might end up turning into. I wonder if you can like transform the Titan, maybe transforms into this like armor set, and then big attack damage or defensive damage or maybe elemental damage or something, Final Fantasy wise, and then he turns into like a summon, I guess, and then we bring out Shiva. Shiva is very sensitive and very covered up. The reason why I say that is because of the other, kind of that the very dark bedroom scene. So they're doing kind of an adult theme, but very tastefully done. It's censored in certain ways with like lighting and also coverage. That makes sense. But this definitely does not look like the dare I say, kind of the anime aspect that Final Fantasy usually has. This looks very realistic. In all honesty, I'm kind of liking the look of this. I've been very iffy on this the whole time. This is very much selling me on this game now. This is almost done too. Like what was there a release date? Oh my god, that's super amped. Asura's Wrath. Boom. Yeah, so you are literally controlling the summons and having summons fights. Like I said, this feels like Dissidia, but like on a giant fucking scale. With so much more detail. Garuda. I haven't actually heard of that one. I haven't played all the Final Fantasies, but that might be a new summon. Odin, motherfucking Odin, dude, riding in on the horse and everything. Jeez. Can we just get Lightning to come back and she rides in on the horse and Odin helps her out? This looks insane. Like the level of scale on this, I was not prepared or ready for to be like summon fighting and everything. That's wow. Yeah, everybody's. Okay, Final Fantasy 16 trailer review launches on PS5 summer, so to PlayStation blog. Here we go. Yoshi. So we got Yoshi and Hiroshi Takai, the producer and director of this. I know how long you've been waiting for this, so it gives me great pleasure to announce the release of our latest trailer. Yes, this is what he was saying. Is there any more details on it? That's what we're looking for in this PlayStation blog. Information about the dominance of Titan and Garuda that you just saw. Okay, here we go. Permanent economic advisor Hugo Kupka's meteoric rise to prominence was sudden, if not unexpected. Once a nameless foot soldier in the Republican Army, his awakening as the dominant of the Icon Titan thrusts him to the forefront of Dhalmekian politics. Oh boy, these are a lot of names, words. It was here he used his newfound position as most powerful man in the Republic to exert influence over both the nation's armies and its policy making, amassing a personal fortune in the process. Yet he's a foot soldier that made it big, basically, in the military. Everything wants for a man who has everything wants for nothing. Harmon will teach him money and power are far from all the world has to offer. Having emerged from the storm of youth, cold-hearted and ruthless, Carmen, dominant of the. Okay, so this is his boss, basically, is her. It is on dominant of the icon Garuda. So dominants are the Titans, basically. Warden of the Wind turned her talent for swordplay and subterfuge into a command of those elites and intelligencers. These fucking A. These is on a mission to find the elusive second icon of fire that she crosses paths with a like-minded Clive is forced to face her past. Okay. So Yoshi Takai. Yeah. Hiroshi Takai. So yeah, a lot of the same names that we see on a lot of Final Fantasy projects here. Landscapes. Sang for the protagonist Clive Rossfield's arduous story, we would like to present a selection of screenshots to leave you with a glimpse in this realm. The development team is currently in the process of further improving the game experience and quality, as well as optimizing the game for PS5. We hope you continue to stay tuned for more information as it becomes available. So, sounds like to me they got the PS4 version of the game done, but the PS5 version, like they're trying to optimize it to push everything out of the game engine that they can. And that's why we're not seeing it until next year, because they're sticking with this damn PS4 version of it. I'm telling you, I would much rather see them just stick with a PS5 version of the game and just go from there, and just give us like that experience. But the fact that they're coming out with a PS5 version, or they're coming out with this, like, you know, pushing it back for like one more year to make sure the PS5 version is or at least a half a year anyways. But no, it would be a full year because it's summertime of next year. So, yeah, it's a lot of houses fighting one another with giant monster fights going on. Super cool. Looks great. The combat system on this looks really cool too. So, see what ends up happening. Summer of next year. It's funny because Yoshida, he said before, he's like, next time you see it, it's gonna be very close. So it looks like it got pushed back a year, because I feel like it should have been coming out this year. I think they didn't actually give us a release date at all. I think they're very hesitant to give us a release date on it. So it probably got pushed back by a full year into next summer, which is fine. Let them take all the time that they need to make this as good as possible. In all honesty, I was thinking 16 was coming out this year, so maybe we might just see FF7 Remake Part 2 maybe this year or something. I don't know. It's weird that all signs are pointing to literally in the next 3 or 4 months that Final Fantasy 16 was coming out. That's what's something must have gone. It's probably it can't be bug fixes. I don't know why that would have gotten delayed, because we were hearing so much that it was coming out this year. Like literally by the end of the year, we're gonna have hands on with FF16. That's super weird that they would say summer 2023. Well, the wait is on.